I feel like something big is about to happen on the Tesla discount deals ecosphere. There's a couple things that we've been seeing, a couple things that some people were sending to us. So shout out to everybody, including Alexander. Congrats on picking up your Tesla vehicle and being a Patreon member. But I do feel like something big is about to happen, and more incentives and more deals might be around the corner, or at least might be coming in January or February. So I feel like something big is about to happen in the discount ecosphere for Tesla. I feel like deals, incentives are just going to get better, maybe even as soon as right after Christmas, or maybe even tonight. Tesla knows that if they spark up more deals where people are meeting up with family and friends, everything, that could be a hot topic because there's referral code discounts. Everybody wins when more people buy Tesla in terms of people that own a Tesla and much more. But taking a look at inventory, there's something weird going on with inventory right now. I don't know about you all, but we're not really seeing any 2025 discounts at all, especially for the Model Y. It's like almost like Tesla removed all of them from the website, and maybe they're just only giving access to people in the sales showroom. We'll talk about that in just a second. Or are they looking to relaunch 2025s back onto the websites with bigger discounts? And on top of that, here's another thing that was really interesting. Shout out to Alexander for sending us this. They took delivery of a Tesla vehicle, a Model Y or Model 3. Actually, it was a Model 3 not too long ago. And if you take a look at this, they were extended full self-driving all the way till June 20th of 2025, which if you think about it, that's 6 months of free full self-driving. So that could be one prediction that we put on our list before, that maybe we could be going to 6 months of free full self-driving and potentially maybe even 6 months of free supercharging. Now, of course, there was an extension of like full self-driving, and a lot of people are getting this rolling out of a $30-day full self-driving trial, and so maybe that's what's happening here. But it does seem kind of interesting to be a full 6 months from delivery that these people, or that people are getting on, or some people are getting on a full self-driving trial. So maybe what Tesla's doing here is that they're already giving this 6 months of full self-driving to people that are taking delivery now, and so that people don't get people don't get upset of what could be happening in the near future. But zooming out and take a look at the broader market, we talked about this the other day, but a lot of other manufacturers are starting to discount their vehicles as well. We can see a list of people already getting ahead of dropping their prices of these vehicles ahead of next year. Audi, Toyota, Chevrolet, Cadillac, and Ford Mach-E. And so maybe there's something that they know that we might not know. Maybe that $7,500 federal tax credit is disappearing, or maybe there's costs of transportation these vehicles, maybe something, or maybe even scale. It could be changing on that end as well. But I do feel like something could be dropping a lot bigger, or maybe even there could be bigger price drops next year as well. This reminds me of times like in 2023 when Tesla dropped the price of a Model Y long range by $13,000. I mean, I don't expect them to do something like that next month or even in the next 6 months, but it could be on their range of possibilities. Tesla's done it before in the past. And so there's just some things to think about what could be happening in the next 6 months. Because yeah, in 2023, they dropped the price of the Model Y long range. If you weren't paying attention, or if you didn't know what was going on, a Model Y long range was $66,000. And now it's like 45, or maybe even lower than that, depending on if you can qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. And so maybe there's a bunch of OEMs and a bunch of manufacturers getting ahead of maybe the $7,500 disappearing. And so we could potentially see a price drop for Tesla vehicles in the next 6 months as well, if they follow suit with that, with the other different things there. But take a look at the broader market as well. Tesla has extended its 5-year 0% interest loan in China to the end of December, or to the end of January 2025. So another month extension. And so if the USA follows the China market, we could potentially see an extension of 0% or a relaunch of 0% for the Model 3 and the Model Y. And maybe do we see like a 0% all the way up to 72 months, as we were hoping for before in the past. Like we were thinking Q4 might bring 0% for 72 months for the Model 3 and the Model Y. which could really boost a lot of different sales, because a lot of people would be sitting on the sidelines for that, especially like Model 3, because Model 3 only had like 0% up to 36 months. And so something big could be right around the horizon of that. And so it would be crazy to see what could potentially happen. But the one thing is for sure, a lot of people are taking delivery of all the different vehicles that are out there. It's that end of quarter rush, end of quarter 4. And another incentive that popped up the other day is that option credit. We talked about that yesterday. And so maybe that could be one reason why these inventories are looking low. Maybe Tesla removed them from the website and gave that inventory access to like salespeople, people at the store, and said like, hey, if you can get people to take delivery ASAP and you can waive options so that they take delivery ASAP. And if you don't know what option credit is, that's like saying like, hey, you want this white Tesla Model 3, but if you take this black one, I know it's a little bit more, we'll waive that cost of that so that you can take it ASAP if you take it by the end of December 31st. So if you're looking to go into a store, it seems like that's the best move at the moment. Go into your local Tesla store, see whatever inventory they can pull up that you can't, because potentially you can't see it on our website or on the Tesla website, and Tesla employees have access to inventory that we can't necessarily see. But if you do that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description. Bring that link with you, bring that ID with you so that you can apply that referral code and get that extra $1,000 to $2,000 off. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. It is a very interesting time for sure. And there's 8 days left in the month right now. So certainly if you're looking to buy a Tesla, I would say my recommendation is to go into your local Tesla store so you can actually see what is going on. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff.